Welcome to Comparative VPN YouTube channel. Today's video will be an in-depth review of StrongVPN. StrongVPN is a US-based VPN provider that recently joined forces with SaferVPN to bring you an improved version of StrongVPN with improved privacy, security, and performance. That being said, SaferVPN, a popular VPN provider, doesn't exist anymore, and if you visit its website, you will see that it says SaferVPN is becoming StrongVPN. What this means is that the company behind StrongVPN should attempt to bring the best features of SaferVPN and merge them with the best features of StrongVPN, making for a great VPN for the price. In theory, of course. But is this VPN any good? Should you buy StrongVPN and use it as your main VPN? Well, these are the questions that I'm going to answer in this StrongVPN review, and in the end, I will give you two VPN alternatives that are much better. Before I do that, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever we publish a new VPN review like this one. Starting off my StrongVPN review, I must talk about applications and ease of use first. StrongVPN starts off this test really strong, offering applications for all popular and less popular platforms. On the list, we can see Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Mac, Android, Amazon Fire TV, routers, and even Linux, Kodi, and many other platforms. I also like the fact that it offers 12 simultaneous connections in a single account, which, to be honest, is better than 90% of the VPNs. Props to that. Now, what about ease of use? As you can see, the app on Windows, my main platform, looks okay. They tried to do something fancy to make it a bit more modern, I would say, but it's really just okay. To connect to the server you want, you will need to click here, double click on the location you want, and then use this connection button to establish a connection. After that, you can disconnect by using the same now red button and you will stop the connection. You can also open the settings menu by clicking on this gear icon, which brings us to the next part of our StrongVPN test, security and privacy. StrongVPN uses 256-bit AES encryption to secure your connection, and this is backed up by a few security features in the application. For instance, a kill switch mandatory for keeping your IP and DNS addresses hidden all the time. DNS and IP leak protection is here as well, although we cannot find it in the app explicitly. In case you want to change your default VPN protocol, that's quite easy to do as there are 5 of them, out of which I would use only 3 to be honest: WireGuard, OpenVPN and IKEv2. The inclusion of WireGuard is excellent and will improve overall speeds and performance, which I will test very soon in this StrongVPN review. Still, I would like to see more security features such as split tunneling, multi-hop servers, or even dedicated streaming and P2P servers. The privacy policy of StrongVPN isn't very long and it doesn't need to be because of how comprehensive it is. As I said, the VPN is based in the United States, a founding member of the Five Eyes Alliance, and this is usually pretty bad news given that the countries from the Five Eyes are known for global surveillance and intelligence sharing. But the company behind StrongVPN is no other than J2 Global, the same company that owns IPVanish, another great VPN, and IBVPN, yet another privacy-friendly VPN provider. That reflects in the privacy policy of StrongVPN, and in short, it will collect only billing information and your email address, which is really minuscule. StrongVPN doesn't collect any browsing history, DNS requests, timestamps, IP addresses and used bandwidth, nor it sells any of the information to third parties because, once again, it has nothing to sell. On that note, StrongVPN says that it will comply with the law if the authorities request users' data, but every VPN will do that. However, only no logging VPN will have nothing to hand out, as is the case with this one. Moving on with the StrongVPN test, let's perform a couple of speed tests to determine how good the VPN is in terms of speeds. What you see on the screen is my native internet speed, so I will use 2 servers to test StrongVPN and see how big the speed reduction will be. I will use one server located in Italy, which is very close to my location, and one in the United States, just to see how well StrongVPN performs in several scenarios. As you can see, I'm already connected to a VPN server in Italy, so let's revisit the speed test website and initiate the speed test. The results are on the screen and they're not particularly great. I don't think that StrongVPN is exceptionally slow, but it's not fast either, with moderate speed reductions. Now I'm connected to the server in the United States, so once again let's revisit the speed test website and initiate the final speed test for today. In this test, we can see that the results are a lot worse, and this is what separates great VPNs from the average ones, which is exactly the case here. All in all, StrongVPN might have strong security, but not the fastest speeds, and for the price, it's much better to go for ExpressVPN if a fast VPN is what you're looking for. In the next part of our StrongVPN review, we need to perform a streaming test and see if you can unblock different streaming platforms regardless of your location. I will use Netflix and BBC iPlayer for this review. For Netflix, I will use the US catalog and I will try to find the movie Batman the Killing Joke, which is available only in the United States and I can't find it, as you can see, after which I will connect to the server in the UK and try to watch BBC iPlayer. Let's first connect to a server in the United States. And after doing so, let's refresh the page. After refreshing the page, surprisingly, we can see the movie right here, which means that Netflix US works. But let's try to watch it. And as expected, it really works, but I'm blurring the footage to prevent any copyright issues. Now I'm disconnected from the US server and I will try to watch BBC iPlayer. For example, let's watch this show. And as expected, it gives me an error message because I'm not located in the UK, hence I can't watch anything on BBC iPlayer. But let's connect to a server in the UK now, and then let's refresh this page as well. After refreshing the page, as you can see, the geo restriction message is still here, which means that unfortunately, StrongVPN cannot unblock BBC iPlayer. After the streaming test, it's easy to see that StrongVPN is not a great choice for streaming. It unblocks just Netflix US in this part of the review, scoring 1 out of 2 points, unlike ExpressVPN or CyberGhost that have a perfect score. The server park of StrongVPN isn't going to make you jump in excitement. When compared to other premium VPNs of this price, it's simply vastly outshadowed. On the screen, you can see that StrongVPN has almost 1000 servers in 30 countries and 46 cities, which, although not necessarily bad, is not impressive either. Just for the reference, VPNs like NordVPN and ExpressVPN give you 5000 and 3000 plus servers in 60 and 94 countries respectively, so you can clearly see the difference. Plus, there are no dedicated servers of different types on the list, which CyberGhost and NordVPN have, for example. Luckily, StrongVPN has pretty decent customer support available 24/7 through live chat. It's responsive enough, and in my StrongVPN review I had no problems with it, as I get a response usually within 1 minute of asking a question. Of course, email support is here as well, but as is always the case, it's much slower than using live chat, so if you're not in a hurry, you can go for email support instead, or perhaps if you're too shy to chat live with a customer support team agent. And now we come to the pricing in our StrongVPN review. The VPN offers only 2 subscription plans, and both of them are covered by a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's the monthly plan at $11 a month, and then we have a super cheap annual plan at $3.33 a month or $40 upfront. But as you can see, that's only for the first year. After that, StrongVPN bumps up the price to $80 a year, which is around $6.67 a month. Yeah, exactly the same price as ExpressVPN, which makes StrongVPN not worth a buy if you're opting for a long-term commitment. Instead of StrongVPN, we recommend ExpressVPN, a VPN provider with more than 3000 servers in 94 countries, stronger security, a verified no-logging policy, the fastest speeds, and its ability to unblock Netflix and other streaming platforms with ease, which StrongVPN cannot do. Or perhaps you can also check out CyberGhost, a much cheaper alternative with solid performance, 7000 plus servers, dedicated streaming and P2P servers, rock-solid security, a no-logging policy, and a 45-day money-back guarantee for all long-term plans. In case you're interested, you can show you out both of these VPNs by using the links in the description below, where you can claim special discounts on their long-term plans. After everything I said, it's time to conclude this StrongVPN test and review. StrongVPN is by no means a bad VPN, and I think that is pretty obvious. It has decent device support, solid security, a no-logging policy, and offers reliable 24/7 customer support. On the other hand, it doesn't have the best speeds, doesn't work with Netflix, it has smaller server network, and isn't very cheap if you renew your subscription. It's best if you can use it for only 1 year, but in that case, you can get CyberGhost, which is very cheap as well and gives you so much more for the price. After all, you can try it out or go for ExpressVPN and save 49% on its annual plan, where you also get 3 months free on top of that. With a money-back guarantee, you will not lose a single dollar on both ExpressVPN and CyberGhost. With that said, this was all for today's video. We hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure you smash the like button below, subscribe to our channel, and stay with us because many more useful videos like this are coming very soon. See you in the next video. Bye.